What's going on, people? All right, this is the ZT2 60-inch. All right, this is basically the Super Duty version of the Cub Cadet Ultima. They have the ZT1. This is the ZT2. You know, you get the 2800 hydros. All right. Right here's your, and look how easy everything is to get to, guys. You get a Kawasaki. I think with the ZT1 you can also get the Kawasaki, but you got your two hydro reservoirs here. Look how easy it is to get to the fuel filter. This reminds me of the Skag Liberty a little bit, with just how easy it is to kind of get to everything. This is a 60-inch, so you have a 24 horsepower Kawasaki here. We got this, you got a hitch. And, you know, compared to the ZT1, you got bigger tires. These are, what are these suckers here? These are 20 by 12 by 10. All right, so pretty much the same tires that are on my SDX, for instance. Obviously, this is a 60-inch, so those big tires definitely help. And you got some nice big front casters that are 13 by 6.5 by 6. You know, I think Cub Cadet did a great job with the design of this mower here. There's really no other mower that kind of looks like this. Now, it's pretty much just like the ZT1 again, except for the bigger tires. You got the 2800 hydros. I think you probably get some armrests with this. I don't know if this is a different seat, but even on that ZT1, that seat looks pretty awesome. And you got the deck dial here to kind of went what Gravely and Arians with the whole dial. Seems like a lot of these companies are moving over to this dial setup here. This looks like plastic, but I believe it or not, this is metal here. All right, for your lap bars. I don't know what size engine. You got a Kelch gas cap here, which is good. I don't know the size of, well, you got these little bumpers too. I would say you probably got a 3-gallon gas tank with this. Yeah, it's under the seat. But the seat looks pretty good. You know, the thing with these Cub Cadets guys, these decks, and this looks like the Z-Force deck, right? I think this mower took over for the Z-Force. I don't even think they make the Z-Force anymore. But this deck does not stripe at all. All right? The cut, you know, I've heard different things about the ZT1. I don't think I've heard too much about the ZT2, but you know, you got to remember, this is the first year of this mower. All right, totally new, designed, engineered. So you know, you're going to run into some issues here and there. You really shouldn't be having issues with the cut, but you know, supposedly there's some rattling. I don't know if that's with the stamp deck, because you can get the ZT1, guys, with a fabricated deck. All right, and I'll be honest with you, it's around $3,000. All right, so you kind of get a lot for your money with that ZT1. You know, you get the fab deck. I think you get a Kawasaki. I don't know if it's like a 50-inch. So it's priced pretty well. Now again, this is probably around $3,700, $3,800, because you got the 2800 hydros. Got an hour meter here. Nice deep cup holder. You only got it on one side. That's what I love about the Hustler, man. You know, you got the cup holder. You got this little area for like your phone and stuff, and you kind of got them on both sides. But this is a cool setup here. They kind of raised up your panel here, so you can you don't have to look down really. You just kind of have to look over. Looks like this got beat up somehow. Yeah, and that's an issue that you could run into stuff with this kind of out like this. It looks like this got caught on something here, but not a big deal. You got your throttle. your choke. This is your PTO, and you got your key. And again, now I think you can mow in reverse. You know, that was the big thing with the Cub Cadets back in the day too. I mean, these tires. This is how, I can't believe it, yeah. Because this is the same tires that my SDX have, and man, they are big. And you know, the problem with these big tires, on some mowers, you know, this is a 60-inch, it'll be fine. On mine, you know, it's such a light mower, all right? But, man, if you cut around a corner a little too quick, you know, you can tear some grass up. So, you know, you kind of have to be careful with these big back tires here. You know, but it's a 60-inch, and obviously, you know, it's a residential type mower. And it's, you know, for around here, you're cutting acres. This would be something to kind of look at. You know, you got lights. That's a pretty cool feature here. I don't know where you turn them on. Is there a button here? Oh, wait, is this it? Oh, no. Maybe the lights come on automatically. I don't know, to be honest with you. But, yeah, and you got this dopey bar. See, this is what Hustler had. And thank God they kind of got rid of it. You know, this is where grass can get caught up. I don't know why they're still doing this. You really want an open deck. I mean, my man at New Jersey Customs, I have the SDX, right? So mine's open. But he has the SD. And I told him, I'm like, dude, just get an angle grinder and cut it off. He's like, I might do that. And he actually did. So he got an angle grinder and he cut off. See, with this mower would be really hard because you got a lot of, I mean, you can do it, but there's another piece of metal going across the bottom. See, this is probably set up for their bagging system or their bagger. But yeah, you know, it's something to think about, guys. I personally, you know, up to 5 Ultima series, high comfort, 18-inch back seat, delivers best in class fabricated deck. Yeah, I don't think, yeah, so you got all this stuff you can kind of, yeah, ZT1 50 with a Kawasaki, ZT1 with a 54-inch with a 24 horsepower Kohler, and then you got the two ZT2 50, ZT2 54, both have Kawasaki's with 23 horsepower. So this one has 24 horsepower. I don't even see the 60 on here, but maybe it tells you, oh, additional models. So again, this is the 60-inch ZT2. I don't know. I personally, Cub Cadet MTD, I don't know. I wouldn't do it. I'm not saying it's a bad mower, guys, but you know, someone was asking me about Encore the other day, right? Encore mowers. You remember Encore? I think they're still making them, to be honest with you, but I like them. I rode one down at GIE. Actually, for 2 years I rode it, and they had this really small, compact one. I think it was like a 44-inch, and I loved it. But then I looked at the price, and it was like $6,200. And it's just like, there's just better mowers in this price range that kind of have proven, you know, I think this is, like I said, $3,800. All right, and actually this is a 60-inch. This might be closer to like $4,200. But you know, there's a Skag Liberty Z, which we're going to talk about in a second. You know, there's the Gravely's. You know, the ZTHD is a mower. The Arians. You know, the Hustler Raptor SD and SDX. So there's like better, more proven mowers, I think, out there for the price. But you know, if you've been running Cub Cadets for a long time and you like them, you're not switching, you know, a lot of people have their tractors, right? Cub Cadet, and you know, they've gotten a lot of hours out of them and everything. So you know, I think you'll be fine. You know, I would never buy a first-year mower unless I had to. You know what I'm saying? Or unless, you know, the reviews, oh, this thing is great, and, you know, you test rided it, you rode it, you know. But I don't think there's really too many issues with this besides, the shaking of the deck, and you know, like I said, I've never been a fan of their decks, just because they don't really cut really well, and they don't stripe at all. But again, you know, it's built like you know, you got these, I don't know what, this is probably 11 gauge steel here, and you got these nice this is probably even thicker steel around this point here, which is good. But and you know, you got like pins holding the deck. I don't know, guys. Again, you might have this, and if you have it, you know, comment, let us know what you think of it. But I just think there's better mowers where either you're gonna spend a couple $100 more and no, you're getting a great mower, right? Not that this is bad, but you know, Cub Cadet, I mean, it's great that they're putting Kawasaki's on here. It's a great design, don't get me wrong. And they got Carlisle tires on them and everything. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely one to consider. Like I said, I would probably go with the ZT1. I don't think spending the extra $1,000 on just the hydros is kind of worth it. And again, if you're going to go to the ZT2, I would look at like the SD Hustler, maybe the SDX, the Liberty, you know, the Gravely ZTHD, or they also have like the Arians, what are they called? You know, the Gravely ZT X. They kind of have an HD model, that like the XL it's called. You know, that's around like 3,600, 3,700, where you get the 2,800 hydros. But you know, it's an option, and I think it's an upgrade, don't get me wrong, for Cub Cadet, because that Z-Force was kind of dated, and you know, the design of this is great. They kind of might have to tweak it a little bit here and there. Not really uncommon, but something to think about, guys. You know, these mowers now, there's so much competition in this price range now. You guys remember, you know, what you used to get. Now, I mean, you're getting that nice comfortable seat, you're getting the armrests, you know, you're getting a good engine. You know, everyone's going to these bigger tires, which, you know, this is an exception because this is 60-inch. So, you know, and 20 inches, you know, it's not that a 20-inch tire is good, but you know, the 20 by 12 by 10 there, you know, for this mower it makes sense, obviously, but some other ones, particularly my SDX, excuse me, you know, really unnecessary. All right, so Ultima ZT2, you know, brand new mower from Cub Cadet. If you have it, let us know what you think of it. If you rode it, what your assessment is. I'm gonna go give it a ride now. He already has the key in it for me, so we'll see if we get some footage of that, but we'll catch you on the flip.